The level of male delusion that is out there is reaching dangerous proportions.
I feel like an angel loses her wings every single time a woman has to go pretend that she's fine with her fiance having strippers at his bachelor party.
I didn't realize the internet would be this heated about whether or not a man should approach a woman.
I genuinely need the universe to explain. I'm over here ready to be wifed. I'm 31 today, and no one is sitting across the table from me at dinner and holding my hand or telling me how beautiful I am.
What happens when millions of men suddenly realize they're happier single than stressed in modern relationships? Why are so many men in 2026 choosing bachelor life over dating and marriage? And why does it seem like women are getting frustrated watching men enjoy life alone? Stay with us till the end of this video, because this trend is changing modern relationships completely.
I genuinely need the universe to explain. I'm over here ready to be wifed, though. I'm ready to fall so in love. I'm ready to give someone serious babies. I'm 31 today, and no one is sitting across the table from me at dinner and holding my hand or telling me how beautiful I look or coming home and doing whatever it is that people do. It's unfair. It's ridiculous.
No, darling, I hate to break it to you, but what it is reality. The reality for you and millions of women just like you. And before I forget, I genuinely want to wish you a very happy birthday. I hope it went well. And I hope I'm not ruining your birthday by being the bearer of bad news. The bad news, sadly, being that the odds of you finding what you're looking for, that man to settle down with, that man to help you have babies, is probably somewhere between slim and none. Because the fact of the matter is, the majority of men, and especially the ones in your age group, the ones that you would want to, how you put it, wife you up, they're done. They have no interest in dating, certainly no interest in relationships or marriage.
For years, men were told that real happiness only came through relationships, marriage, and sacrifice. But now millions of men are discovering something different. Peace, freedom, and stability often feel easier when they stay single. And that realization is making a lot of people uncomfortable.
I didn't realize the internet would be this heated about whether or not a man should approach a woman, but I think that this gets to a deeper rooted issue around self-confidence, self-esteem, and generally the ability to tolerate discomfort in life. And when I think about these themes more broadly, I think what it all comes back to is learning how to really have a sense of trust within yourself, learning how to be okay with yourself despite whatever's going on around you. We cannot control how other people behave or respond or react to us, what they choose to do in life. The best you can do is control your own behaviors and the way that you respond to situations. And what I'm seeing to be so apparent across TikTok is how there's such a divide between men and women. And how are people ever going to find healthy, flourishing relationships when we're constantly butting heads against each other? And where people have these extremist negative views across both genders. It doesn't add up to me, and it frankly is very disappointing to see, because holding that sort of belief and holding on to anger and hatred and resentment is only making all of us worse off.
What surprises women the most is not that men are single. It's the fact that many bachelors genuinely look happier. They're traveling, working out, building businesses, gaming, saving money, and enjoying life without constant emotional stress or pressure.
Before you get divorced, let me tell you that it will affect generations. And before you think, oh, well, it'll be the best thing for everyone, it's going to be the best outcome. No, it's not. It's going to affect you and your spouse. It'll affect your kids, and it'll affect the grandchildren, your children. It affects generations. So if you're sitting there thinking, oh, this is the best decision for everyone, for who? No, it's the only person it benefits is you in the moment, because you're getting away from all of your problems and you're running away from all of your problems. But that's not the solution. The solution is sticking it out and figuring out a way to get through a hardship.
Imagine splitting the bills 50-50 with a man, but you're still cooking, cleaning, organising the house and the garden, still remembering birthdays, appointments, groceries, basically running the entire show. And the deal he gets is a lived-in maid who pays half of the bills. And then people wonder why more women are choosing peace. Congratulations, you're not in a relationship. You live in a household where you're the housemaid who pays rent. So tell me this, what exactly is he bringing to the table? Because if I'm paying half the rent, half the food, half of all the utilities, then the workload should be half as well to him. Not I'll help if you ask, or I didn't realise it needed doing, half. Because if you're expected to carry all of the labour as well, then let's call it what it is. You're not living with a partner. You're funding a roommate who thinks having a job counts as a contribution. And the reason more women are choosing peace over relationships now is because once you realise your life runs a lot smoother alone, you just stop volunteering to manage a grown man anymore.
A lot of men reached a point where dating started feeling exhausting instead of enjoyable. Endless expectations, mixed signals, financial pressure, and relationship drama pushed many guys to quietly step away from the dating.
Me out. Your fella, he's going to a bachelor party, there's strippers. Okay, it is what it is. You know what? I wish I was going. But the thing is, I'm a little bit petty. Now, I'm not petty because of jealousy. It's not jealousy, it's just I like an even playing field. Do you know what I mean? I like equality. I don't like double standards. So, in saying that, go and do as you wish. Go and enjoy yourself. God forbid I am 4 months pregnant and I do not have the goods to give, you know? Or what is the female equivalent? And you don't even say that it's male stripper. It's not. It's not. Maybe for a small minority, it's not. I have no interest in having a man grind up on me. I have no interest in even seeing it. No, thank you. So what is the female equivalent? Is it like hiring a husband to come and do the house jobs that haven't been done in 8 months? I just don't know. Help me think, because I'm gonna be petty forever till the day I die.
And once men experience peace without emotional chaos, many become protective of that freedom. No constant arguments. No pressure to impress. No emotional roller coasters. Just goals, routine, discipline, and calmness.
Once you overcome the lust of these chicks out here, you start to realize how worthless they actually are. And I don't mean that in an offensive way at all. Even on the wine tours, no bachelorette, you pull up to these wine stands, you know, they selling alcohol, flowers. All these chicks are out here and they can't even afford to buy their own gifts. They got the man funding everything. The limousine, the wine tour, the gift shops. Imagine not even being able to enjoy an ice cream cone on your own because you rely so hard on someone else. That's why I say these women don't want men. They want fathers, right? And they'll just sit back and play on their phone and show their ass all day long and have unlimited amounts of simps hitting them up, offering them this, offering them that. You can't even scroll a workout or a cooking video from a chick without her showing off her whole entire body, ass all in the camera. So at the end of the day, how valuable are they? Why would you want to invest in a chick that does nothing but drain you physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, entertains 50 different men exposing her body? That is not an asset. That's a screaming liability. When someone comes into your life, they're supposed to be an addition, not a subtraction.
Social media also played a huge role. Men constantly saw stories about failed relationships, divorces, and toxic dating experiences. Many average guys looked at all of it and decided they no longer wanted to risk their peace chasing temporary validation.
Our society is actually cooked. Just watch this video.
For some people, the most interesting thing they can do in their life is have a wedding. It's like the adult equivalent of peaking in high school, so.
And then the comments just got me, man. Look, just look at this. I fear some people think the same about having children too. So you guys are pissed that people are excited to share their life with a partner, with a loved one, that makes them fulfilled inside, that makes their life worth living, or having children. You're pissed about that now? Now, don't get me wrong. Do I think that weddings themselves are a complete waste of money in most circumstances? Absolutely. I regret having my wedding, genuinely. I could have had $40,000 back in my pocket. Well, my husband and I could have $40,000 back in our pocket if we just went to the courthouse, got married, and then like went on a crazy honeymoon, right? So like I understand the actual act of going to a wedding and having an actual wedding when you were a standard plebeian like you and I, yeah, it's kind of a waste. But the ceremonial portion, the dedication that you are showcasing to the world that you have to your partner, the love that you have with your partner, the ability to share your life with your partner, stating that I want to be with one person, I'm committed to one person for the rest of my life because I love you so much. That is more meaningful than anything else. The same thing with having children. I don't have children quite yet. You are literally giving up a big chunk of yourself to raise another being in this world who you love with all of your life. And the fact that you guys think that that's like a lowly thing to do is just insane to me. What else would you want to spend your time doing? What else would you want to find more interesting in somebody else than them showcasing love to somebody? Going to work? Like, so you're working for somebody else? You're working to make somebody else more money? Is that more interesting than being in love with somebody and having love for somebody, having family and friends and people that you care for? Is what your activity of showcasing your asshole online? What is it? Is it the fact that you guys, I genuinely don't know that you have 15 million and two things that you just want to show online to people. The fact that you want to walk around with your little matcha lattes saying, I'm going to save the world from the oligarchy. That's more important than showcasing that you love somebody and that you love your family. I don't get it, man. Our society is actually genuinely fucked. This whole premise is like, I'm going to stand up to the man because I don't believe that marriage should be the most important thing. I don't believe that having children should be the most important thing. I don't believe that having a family should be the most important thing. I'm going to showcase that I'm a strong, independent woman. That is lowly in my opinion, because I have never met somebody more miserable in my life than this strong, independent woman who don't need no man and don't need no family, because they tend to be the most miserable, hateful, loud, angry bitches I've ever met in my life. Find yourself a man or a partner if you're into women. I don't care, whatever your preference is. Find yourself a good partner, settle down, start a family. You're going to be a lot happier. I fucking promise you.
What frustrates some women the most is that these men are no longer desperate for attention. They're not begging for relationships or constantly seeking approval anymore. Instead, they're becoming emotionally independent and comfortable alone.
I'm watching The Bachelor, and there is a girl on there who has the cochlear implants. I hope I'm saying that right, but she lost her hearing a few years ago, and then she was talking to the girls and she was like, I'm really nervous to tell him, like, you know, that I have this and whatever. And I haven't even got to where she tells him, but it just made me think of, like, even just having diabetes and telling people that, like, it can be so scary. But also, if you're going through this and you're newly dating and, like, you're nervous to tell someone about any condition that you have, like, whether it be diabetes or anything, the right person is going to accept you for who you are and all that you have and what you bring to the table. And the right person will never, ever make you feel like a burden. I feel like I should do more dating segments because I feel like I've been through so much with other people who made me feel that way. I literally dated a guy for like 4 years in like my early 20s, and one of the reasons we broke up, or the reasons why he treated me so poorly was because, is there an eyelash on my, oh my gosh. And one of the reasons he treated me so poorly was because that I had diabetes and he was worried that we wouldn't have healthy children. And good for him for being honest and saying how he felt. But for someone to make you feel like that, no. The right person will not judge you or make you feel like a burden. And the right person will just accept you for you. Anyways, after I heard that, it just made me think of the things that I've gone through and the way people have made me feel, even about my devices. Like, I need these devices to survive. I just had an Oreo, so it's all stuck in my teeth. But yeah, I love you. You are more than enough. Find new people in your life if they make you feel like a burden, and it's gonna be okay.
A lot of bachelors are now focused on fitness, money, mental peace, and self-improvement. Ironically, the less attention they give dating, the more stable and confident they become. Many men are realizing they can build fulfilling lives without centering relationships around everything.
The level of male delusion that is out there is reaching dangerous proportions. Shreds and Gains is asking me, are you really inferring that it wouldn't be a problem when a guy says a woman can't stay over afterwards? Acting like this is only one way isn't even funny. It's tragically dumb. You know what's actually funny and tragically dumb? It's assuming that women are not just dying to sleep with you, but sleep over with you. You mean to tell me that your sheets are fresher than hers, your home is cleaner than hers, your pillows, maybe, are better than hers, your blankets are better and cleaner than hers, your toilet is cleaner than hers, your bathroom, your shower, your towels, all of that. On what planet would a woman prefer to stay in your bed or any man's bed over her own? I'll wait.
I have friends who are gorgeous, married billionaires, and their lives literally they just have this little plastic card, and they just that's their life, is just to spend somebody else's money because they're beautiful. I'm, without exaggeration, watching their life, but it's like the cost. There's costs to that dough. Like you pay for something, like your inability to be independent. There's self-esteem issues that are pretty deep because they do know like they didn't earn it. This is just like, you know, they have to navigate the politics of someone else's world that they're dependent on. I've been close enough to fame and wealth, people that inherit wealth, people that inherit beauty, to know that like there are costs to that too. And people don't have a lot of compassion or empathy for people in those situations, but there's a trauma in being like ridiculously beauty. I'm serious.
Yeah. Oh,
There's a trauma in being ridiculously wealthy.
The biggest twist is that these men aren't angry. They're calm. They didn't start protesting relationships. They simply stopped prioritizing them. And that quiet shift is changing the entire dating culture in 2026.
I feel like an angel loses her wings every single time a woman has to like go pretend that she's like fine with her fiance having like strippers at his bachelor party. I hate this new like rise of the chill girlfriend. None of us are chill. Like if you are, that's one thing. But so many of those chill girlfriends or chill fiancés are pretending because they don't want conflict with a man, okay? They think that it's better to not have conflict and to not stand up on a boundary called exclusivity, loyalty, monogamy. They think it's better to not fight that battle and to still have a man in their life that they're marrying than for them to fight that battle and result in one of two things. You tell your like fiance like, hey, I really don't think that we should have strippers at the bachelorette party, like let's not do that. He can do one of two things. He can first tell you no, and then what are you gonna do? Or two, act like he's a 5-year-old boy who you're trying to get to put a jacket over a Halloween costume. I heard that analogy once about men like doing things they don't want to do. They're gonna throw a tantrum about it. He can either be like, no, I'm not gonna listen to you, or he can throw a tantrum and act like you're punishing him. And act like, oh my gosh, like, wait, haven't I earned this? No. Loyalty and exclusivity in a monogamous relationship are not currency. They're not tokens for you to later exchange for you get to cheat. That's not what's happening here. I am personally convinced that any man who's actually in love with you would not want strippers at his bachelor party, and that's the kind of conversation that I had with my boyfriend of over 3 years. My boyfriend's older brother got engaged in April, and we were talking a lot about like wedding planning ideas, like things that we want to implement, and like I got to the topic of a bachelor party, and I was like, I think that would be so fun if like you and your friends went on like a hunting trip. He's like super into hunting and fishing, like super into it. I was like, you guys should take a trip somewhere you've like never gonna get to go again. Like you guys should do something amazing. I'm also not one of those girls that wants to do a joint one. I do think it's cute to do separate ones, and also like I don't want him around
for the kind of trip that I want, because he's gonna be like the budget police. I just want like a shopping trip. Like I literally just want a glorified shopping trip. So like he can like go have fun with his hunting. Like he can go like have fun over there, and I'm gonna have fun over here with no budget. No, I'm kidding. If he wanted to join one, I would be over the moon for that too, but I don't think that's like necessary in order to like protect loyalty. And I also kind of wonder if a lot of people who are doing joint parties are just doing it to watch the other person and make sure they're on their best behavior. If you don't trust your partner to be on his best behavior anyway, why are you marrying him? But back to what I was saying. I don't believe that a man who actually loves you could ever want strippers at his bachelor party, because I was telling him, I was like, look, if you ever think to ask that of me, if you ever think to desire that, we're not going to get married at all. And also I added another clause personally. If any of his friends tried to like surprise him with strippers, I'm never speaking to them again, and they're not invited to the wedding. But that's just me. But no, he's great and his friends are great. Like just wait for the right guy, because he's out there.
So here's the real question. Are men avoiding relationships because modern dating failed them, or because bachelor life simply feels more peaceful now?
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.